Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. In this video, we're going to go over PCSX2 game compatibility. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, PCSX2 is an amazing PS2 emulator. If you want a tutorial on how to use it, I've got you covered with a link in the description below. Just the other day here, they announced a major milestone via Twitter. They said, slightly late to the party, but we officially reached menus on all games except one that we know of, which needs a special controller emulation. Plus all known games at least show something. This is a celebratory moment for PS2 emulation. I would tend to agree with that. If we head on over to the official PCSX2 website here, click on compatibility, check your games. It will let us know the status of every single game they've tested. And this chart is pretty fun to use. By default, everything here is checked. Games that run perfectly, games that are playable, games that you can just get in game with, games that you can just get to the menus with, games that you can just see intros of and nothing loading up at all. So I'm going to uncheck absolutely everything except for nothing. And we can see here there are no games. Every single game will at least load up in some way, shape, or form. The one game that gets stuck on the intro screen is Real World Golf. Now, in all fairness here, I would say that just getting into the menu of the game really isn't that playable as well, unless you really like just looking at menus. So let's check off this option too here. We have 9 entries overall. We have 5 of them being Final Fantasy XI, 2 of them being EverQuest Online Adventures, DJ Hero, and, well, Real World Golf. I would argue that this is 4 games overall that you really can't play at all. Now let's compare this list of 9 relatively unplayable entries to what exactly is playable here. I'll uncheck these options and check off in-game playable and perfect. Instead of 9 here, we have 2,682 entries, which is quite a bit. If you're curious as to what exactly these categories mean, perfect means the games run absolutely perfectly. There are no issues. Playable, you can play the games from beginning to end. And in-game here, you can get into the game, you can play it, but there might be some major graphical issues or major bugs preventing you from finishing it. Now, if we take a look at the overall statistics here, we can see that the bulk of PlayStation 2 games are sitting in playable. So 97.92% of PlayStation 2 games running in PCSX2 you can play from beginning to end. They're not necessarily perfect, but they are playable in their entirety, which is amazing here. While not every single game here is perfect, the chart looks amazing. It looks a lot better than it did a couple of years ago, and I'm assuming it's only going to get better from here. PCSX2 keeps getting better and better, so pay attention to this chart. One of the biggest questions I get is whether or not a certain game will work via PCSX2. Some people are having problems emulating it. Just refer to this chart. Take a look here. You might find your answer pretty easily. For example, let's check out Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We can see in the list it is playable, and if I click here under the wiki link, it'll bring me to a really informative page. I can compare my PC against other PCs here and take a look to see how they ran it and what comments they had if there were any issues or how the game was running. And if I scroll down here, it lets me know the known issues for the game. So we have 2. Game freezes during the Reuniting the Family mission. There's a description and also a workaround posted. And the second one here is buggy texture. Again, a description and no current workaround. And that's probably why it's sitting at playable. At the end of the day here, I am really happy to see this progress with PCSX2, and I still have my fingers crossed that maybe one day it makes its way over to Android. Anyways, that is all I've got for this video. Let me know your thoughts about PCSX2 in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about the compatibility chart in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.